students. Now we are discussing about the fifth assignment questions. Where one question is related to boundary value problem, and this is a question. Solve the boundary value problem given below by taking y of 0 equal to 1, y of 1 equal to minus 1 and n equal to 4, where the partial differential equation is d square by ds square plus dy by dx is equal to, the ordinary differential equation is d square y by ds square plus dy by dx equal to 17x divided by 100. So please note the ordinary differential equation is given. This one is ordinary differential equation. So we have to replace d square y by ds square and dy by dx by using the central difference approximation. That we have to do. Then here the number of points are given. So number of sections are given. N equal to 4. So if n equal to 4, n plus 1 is 5. That is number of points are 5. Number of points required are 5. Well, 2 points are given. The first point, the 0th point is given, and the last point, the 4th point is given. So we have to find the intermediate 3 points because n equal to 4 and n plus 1 equal to 5. So please note this 0th point is x0 equal to 0 and corresponding y value is y0 equal to 1. Similarly, this is the last point. So as n equal to 4, this is xn, that is equal to 1, and corresponding xn means x4 equal to 1. And this is y4 is equal to minus 4. Okay. So please note given d square y by ds square plus dy by dx equal to 0.17x. Please note 70x by 100 means 0.17x. Now what is the central difference approximation of d square y by ds square? That is yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square, right? Similarly, what is the central difference approximation of dy by dx? Yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h. Now we can replace x with x. So after this approximation, we have yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 divided by h square plus yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 divided by 2h equal to 0.17xi. So after central difference approximation, this one is the equation. Now you can see that here denominator is x square, here denominator is 2x, so the LCM is 2x square. So multiply the entire equation by 2x square. What will happen? Here we will have a 2, here we have to add h, and here we have to add 2h square. So the entire equation will become 2 into yi plus 1 minus 2yi plus yi minus 1 plus h into yi plus 1 minus yi minus 1 equal to actually 2h square into 0.17xi. So 2 into 0.17 will become 0.34. 0.34 h square xi. So this one is the equation. Is it okay? So now we can group the similar terms. So first take yi minus 1. So for yi minus 1, here we have 2 and here we have minus h. This h into this minus h. So we have 2 minus h into yi minus 1. Then take yi. So only one term is available. So 2 minus 2yi. Then take yi plus 1. So here we have 2 and here we have h. So 2 plus h into yi plus 1. So we can write this equation as 2 minus h into yi minus 1 minus 4yi plus 2 plus h into yi plus 1 equal to 0.34 h square into xi. Is it okay? So please note, now we have an equation. This one is the equation. So we can substitute I from 1 to 3. Please note n equal to 4. So already y0 is available, y4 is available. So we need from y1 to y3. We have to find from y1 to y3. So we have to substitute I from 1 to 3. Before that, what are the available points and what we have to find? That we can check. So please note, always remember this one, xn equal to x0 plus nh. Xn equal to x0 plus nh. Actually we have xi is equal to x0 plus ih. So the last point is always xn equal to x0 plus nh. So n is already given. n is equal to 4. If n equal to 4, then what is h? H is equal to xn minus x0 divided by n, right? H is equal to xn minus x0 divided by n. So that is 1 minus 0 divided by 4. So we have 0.25. So the period of data is 0.25. We are using finite approximation. So period of data is 0.25. Now by using this h, we are going to label the all points including intermediate points. What is the first point? First point is x0. x0 equal to 0. And corresponding to x equal to 0, we already have y. So y0 equal to 1. Please note, y of 0 equal to 1. Means x0 equal to 0 means y0 equal to 1. Now what is x1? x1 is x0 plus h. Always remember, xi is equal to x0 plus I into h. So if this is 1, this is also 1. So x1 is equal to x0 plus h. So h is equal to 0.25. So x1 is equal to 0 plus 0.25, that is 0.25. So x1 equal to 0.25. And the corresponding y value is not given. So a question mark is shown here. Means we have to find this value. Now what is the next one? x2. x2 is equal to 0.5 and corresponding y value we have to find. What is x3? x3 is equal to 0.75 and corresponding y value we have to find. Now x4 is equal to 1. So please note, y of 1 equal to minus 1 means this point is given. Y of 1 equal to minus 1 means x4 equal to 1 and corresponding y value y4 is equal to minus 1. Okay. So now just note down this equation. We are going to substitute I from 1 to 3 into this equation. If I equal to 1, this term will become y0, this term will become y1 and this term will become y2. If I equal to 2, this term will become y1, y2 and y3. If I equal to 3, this term will become y2, this term will become y3, this term will become y4. So that we are going to do. So after substituting I from 1 to 3 into equation number 1, we have, after substituting I equal to 1, we have this equation, that is 2 minus 0.25 into y0. Please note, this is h is 0.25. So 2 minus 0.25 into y0 minus 4y1 plus 2 plus h, that is 2 plus 0.25 into y2 is equal to 0.34 into h square, that is 0.25 square into x1. This is actually xi. So after substituting I equal to 1, this term will become x1. Similarly, after substituting I equal to 2, we have 2 minus 0.25 into y1 minus 4y2 plus 2 plus 0.25 into y3 equal to 0.34 into 0.25 square x2. Okay. Similarly, after substituting I equal to 3, we have 2 minus 0.25 into y2 minus 4y3 plus 2 plus 0.25 into y4 equal to 0.34 into 0.25 square x3. Okay, so please note equation number 1. First substituted I equal to 1 into that equation number 1. So we have this first one. Then substituted I equal to 2 into equation number 1. So we have this second one of equation 2, set of equations. Now substitute I equal to 3 into equation number 1. So we have this one. Now we can solve this one. Solve this one means what is 2 minus 0.25? That is 1.75. So this entire thing will become 1.75. What is 2 plus 0.25? That is 2.25. So the entire thing will become 2.25. Now, if you want, you can replace this value. 0.25 square is 0.0625. That also we can. Now, two more things you can do. A number of things you can do. First one, what is the value of y0? y0 is 1. So you can replace y0 to 1. y0 is already available. So you can replace y0 with 1. Now we can replace y4 with minus 1. This is minus 1. Is it okay? Now you can replace x1, x2 and x3 with 0.25, 0.5 and 0.75 respectively. So after doing all this thing, equation 2 will become this one. Please note 2 minus 0.25, 1.75 into 1 by 0. So 1.75 itself minus 4 into y1 plus 2.25 into y2 equal to, now here we have 0.34 into 0.25 square into what is x1? x1 is 0.25. Is it okay? So we can check it again, the value 0.34 into 0.25 square into, now x1 is 0.25. So this is actually 0.0053125. So we are using 4 significant digits, so we can write it as 0.0053. This one 0.34 into 0.25 square into 0.25. This x1 is 0.25, so we have 0.0053. Now the second equation, 2 minus 0.25 is 1.75 minus 4y2 plus 2 plus 0.25 is 2.25 into y3 equal to, now what about this one? 0.34 into 0.25 square into what is x2? 0.5. So that is equal to 0.0106 after rounding. Now what about the third one? 2 minus 0.25 is 1.75 minus 4 by 3. Now what about this one? This is 2.25 into y4 is minus 1. So we have minus 2.25 equal to, now this one is 0.34 into 0.25 square into 0.75. So we have 0.0159 after rounding. So this is equation number 3. So now we can shift the constant terms to right hand side. So this is a constant term, so we can move this one to right hand side. Similarly, this one is a constant term, so we can move this one to right hand side. So we can write equation number 3 as minus 4y1 plus 2.25y2 equal to, now this will become minus 1.75 plus 0.0053. So that is minus 1.7447. Second equation, there is no change in second equation. 1.75y1 minus 4y2 plus 2.25y3 equal to 0.0106. What about third equation? 1.75y2 minus 4y3 equal to, so after moving this one we have 2.25 plus 0.0159. So here we have 2.2659. So this is equation number 4. So now you can see that this one is a linear system, right? This one is a linear system, order linear system. So this one is a linear system. So by using the direct elimination method, or by using iterative method, or by using relaxation method, you can solve this one. So I am using here the Gauss elimination method. So for Gauss elimination method, first we need an augmented matrix. What is the augmented matrix? Minus 4, then 2.25, y3 is absent, so 0. Now this constant minus 1.7447. So here it is 1.75 minus 4, 2.25. Now here it is 0.0106. Now what about third one? Here y1 is absent. Now y2 1.75. What about y3? Minus 4. Now this one is 2.2659. Okay, so this one is the augmented matrix. If you want, we can put a dotted line. So the augmented matrix of the system is minus 4, 2.25, 0, minus 1.7447, 1.75, minus 4, 2.25, 0.0106, Then 0, 1.75 minus 4, 2.265. Now I told you I am using Gaussian elimination method. I am not going to show the steps of that Gaussian elimination method. I am going to show the final augmented matrix after Gaussian elimination. So the final augmented matrix after Gaussian elimination is minus 4, 2.25, 0, minus 1.7447. First row is not changed. Now second row is 0, minus 3.0156, 2.25, minus 0.7527. Then third row is 0, 0, minus 2.6943, 1.8291. So this one is a final augmented matrix after Gaussian elimination. Now we have to do the back substitution. For back substitution, first we have to take the last equation. The last equation is minus 2.6943 y3 is equal to 1.8291. So it will give the y3 value. Y3 is equal to minus 0.6790. Then take the second equation. Second equation is minus 3.0156 y2 plus 2.25 y3 equal to minus 0.7527. You can substitute the value of y3 here. So y2 is equal to minus 0.2570. Then take the first equation. First equation is minus 4y1 plus 2.25 y2 equal to minus 1.7447. So substitute the value of y2 into this one. Y3 here it is 0, so there is no need to substitute y3. So we have y1 is equal to 0.2920. Okay. So this one is a solution of the given ordinary differential, the given boundary value problem.